Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel on another video, another techie video to be precise. I wasn't actually going to do a video on this particular camera because there's so many unboxings and so many tutorials out there. I didn't feel me doing one would benefit anyone, but I must admit I was starting to think had I made the right choice, because I've done a time lapse last week where I filmed one of my spiders molting. It's actually this footage here. And as you can see, I mean, the footage wasn't great. It was quite out of focus, it was quite dark. And I thought, well, maybe I'm being a bit hard on the camera. It's probably my fault. You know, the camera was on the ground quite close to the subject. The lighting wasn't great because it was inside one of these plastic tubs behind me with the lid on. So again, that would have filtered some of the light. So maybe next time I'll give it another chance and maybe have it on a tripod a bit further away and have a bit better lighting on it. See if the time lapses come out a bit better then. But me and Nick went out last night with the Osmo, as well as my DSLR, and we were meant to be going out to do, you know, either some urbex or paranormal stuff, but the storm was so bad last night we couldn't really justify doing anything because the contamination from the wind and the rain and the noises and things, it just wouldn't have worked. So I wanted to have a go at some still wall photography with DSLR. I've got a Nikon 5100 and I wanted to have a go at that, so we went up to Davidstow and had a bit of a play around with that. Some of that footage in slow-mo you'll see in this next montage. But that's when I worked out, because we had some bangers as well that we let off with some magnesium just to give it a real glow. And I thought I'd have a go at using the Osmo and the slow-mo function, and that's when I realised just how good this camera really is. I've also, again, while I was out just now filming some slow-mo stuff for this video, I've done a little montage of, I've got me talking to the camera normally, a quick clip just taken normally in a couple of pictures, so you can really see the different modes and how good this camera actually shoots. But for this video it's all about the slow-mo. As I say, after last night I realised just how good this was. You literally just go into your quick menu, select slow-mo, off you go. You can change certain parameters like your iOS settings and things like that in the slow-mo, and then save it to your customs, so you can literally just tap and go every time you want the same settings. But yeah, absolutely incredible. All you do is select slow-mo, press record, off you go. And then all you need to do is, you know, cut your footage at the end to the length that you want, and it does a really good job, really good job. Previously, when I've set off bangers and things and tried to get slow-mo of them going off, I've used another action camera, shot normal video and then had to slow it down in post. So to have it all done for you is brilliant. So let's have a look at that slow-mo footage that I've got. It's a little montage here, just to show you how good it is. So it's a bit windy out here today, so I just wanted to give the internal mic a go on the Osmo Action and also see how steady the footage is. Now I'm quite impressed all round with this camera. The first time lapse I've ever done with it, not so much, you know, watching the spider molt, but I think it was because the camera was so close to the subject that it sort of blurred out a little bit. But looking at me on the screen now, you know, my coat's bright and red, the colours are good, the stability looks pretty good, and I'm just blown away by the slow-mo on it. As you've just seen, really good slow motion, and yeah, I think it's a great camera. You know, I still like to pitch it against a GoPro, because maybe I've been a bit unfair to GoPro in the past, not giving them a good enough go, but for the time being I'm happy with these DJI OSMO Actions. The slow-mo's good, the time lapses are spot on, and quite interested to see how the Osmo Action, or sorry, the Osmo Mobile 3 does. That'll be the next video. Anyway, back to the house. So yeah, what do you guys think? I think that's pretty good considering it's all done for you. All I've done with them sort of like snippets of slow-mo there, I haven't edited them, I haven't slowed them down anymore, I haven't sped them up anymore. That was literally how the camera shoots it. Obviously all of them clips would have been over a minute long because it's, you know, it's 8 times slower, so I've had to sort of cut down the footage, but it's the speed hasn't changed. I haven't touched the speed at all. That is how it looks through this camera, just having it in slow-mo mode. So I'm really impressed with it, and that's why I wanted to do this video, because I wouldn't have really done anything. And admittedly, when I look at cameras, because I'm not a professional photographer or video maker, if I want a camera to do a job, you know, I'll go onto YouTube and search DJI Osmo slow-mo, and generally all you get is DJI Osmo unboxing videos. So it's nice to just do a video, or have a video that's just on one subject, because if you're like me and just buy a camera for one particular function, you know, you don't care what the sensor is in it or what this is in it. You just want to know, is it going to do what I want it to do? And that's what this video is all about. As you saw there at the end of the slow-mo as well, there's a little montage of, like, it was me talking to the camera, as well as a couple of pictures and things that I took while I was out with this, just to fit it all into this one video so you can get an idea of the quality and footage on this camera. I'd definitely go and get one, DJI OSMO Action. Much cheaper than a GoPro, and just as good if not better. Twin screens is also great. Voice control. As I say, I'm not going to go into all the functions and features because there's loads of videos out there already. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys were looking for this video, that's why you're watching it. And I hope it's you know, helped you out a bit. I say I love the camera now. I'll give the time-lapse a better go at some point. I've also got the Osmo Mobile 3, which I want to put through its paces at some point. Maybe I'll do a video on that as well. But until next time, guys, I'll see you on the next video.